Hello, everyone. This is Anand Munshi, motivational speaker and success coach. The topic for today is fantastic because we are living in a very new world where the things has changed drastically, dramatically in the past few days. We are looking a world which is very, very different. The business environment has changed. The customers has changed. The product and services what they're asking is has changed. So we have to understand how we can get the best from our life. And this is exactly what we will be doing. So we wait for a few more minutes. Important point here is the things that used to work before, they are no longer working now. Okay. Because the customer has changed, the product and services expectation has changed, the market situation has changed. So if we start to do business with our yesterday's thinking, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. The important point here for all of us is we have to understand, adopt, and transfer our business using this technology. Okay. So the important thing that we will be focusing on here is are three things. First of all, developing the mindset of a winner, that we start to overcome the fear of challenges, the pains and sufferings that we have. Number two, developing again what we call as the mindset of innovation, where we can start to add new product and services to the people. And number three, designing our situation so that it can cater to the customer development. Okay. All right. So let me start with the very first thing, how to work on ourselves. Okay, guys, we have to be very honest and clear. The economy is going down. 30 to 40% of GDP in the last 3 to 4 months is wiped out. So many businesses have been closed. The unemployment rate in India is lowest in the last so many years. 1% out of four is unemployed. And we are looking at a different world altogether. We don't know what we are dealing with. We don't understand how we can. Unemployment is at its peak. While at one end, we are figuring out how to understand the situations, how to get the job in this changing environment. On the other end, the employers are even facing the biggest problem. And that problem is, are there any customers left? Who are our customers? What do they want? Are they still loyal to us? What are their changing expectations? Do we have the product and services that they need from us? If not, what all they need? And most importantly, do we have the right people in our team who can work and who they have the right skills and talent and knowledge to work in this changing environment? So this is everywhere that is happening, right? And this comes to us, the employers, the entrepreneurs, to come up with a very positive state of mind. So that mindset is very, very important. And I suggest all of us to have a very strong, positive mindset that keeps us going, that keeps us motivating. So what is mindset, by the way? Mindset, in a very simplest of the term, is the mental sketch that you keep on drawing, that you keep on referring when you are interacting with the outside world. You can live in a very negative environment where the customers are not there, the financial challenges are there, the problems is happening every now and then, the economy is collapsing, everywhere the problems are coming. But if you somehow hold on to at least one positive thing in your life, that will help you to move on and on and on. And I have seen people, they go through hell. They suffer a lot of issues in their personal life, professional life, but because of their positive mindset, they keep on coming out of it again and again and again. But people on the other end, they got all the best thing in the world. They come from very good colleges, they got very good education, age is in their favor, they are taking birth at the right place, they got exposure to the best thing in the world. But in spite of having all these positives in their life, they are not able to relate. They are not able to create an impact. They are not able to understand what is that missing link. And they end up becoming mediocre. They end up becoming nothing. Now, what is this mindset? Mindset, as I mentioned, this is the mental sketch that you keep on drawing in within yourself. That is your interface when you start to deal with the outside world. If you're an entrepreneur, you must have a very strong and positive mindset. Strong and positive. I have seen people with positive mindset, with one or two negativities in their life, they are gone. But if you have a strong mindset, which is also positive, you will have enough resilience. You are resilient to bounce back. And this is very, very much required. So you need to hold on to your guns, develop expertise, develop experiences, and try to create the products and services that is going to add value to the life of customers. Without that, not much is going to happen. With this, we will keep on improving the things and it won't matter much. The reason is because the customers has changed. Every business that we're looking around will change. According to one prediction, 25% of the product and services that are being offered now will go online. Can you imagine the stress that the employer will go through? Because now the customer are not there where they used to be. They have come up with a different buying patterns. Their expectation has changed. The values that they're looking in one particular businesses is also coming. So very, very important thing for us is to understand this. There is a change in the situation and we have to adapt to this. Guys, see, change is very, very important. And one of the Chinese philosophers here said this: holding on to the change is just like holding on to your breath. Even if you're lucky, but it won't end well. Wow, fantastic, right? Even if you want to hold on to the change, if you resist the change, you may not be successful, because even if you are able to hold on to the change, if you resist the change, it won't end up well. You end up dying. See, the change is the name of the game. And there is nothing big about Corona. See, Corona has come and it will go. The important thing is we have to take this litmus test again and again. Am my product, my services, my customers, my value, the mission statement that I started my business with, are they still valid? Are there people who are ready to buy my product and services at the given price? What my competitors are doing differently? Why one particular set of product and services being offered by other places and they are doing exceptionally well? The answer is simple. We are missing some of the trending change. If we don't understand this, if we don't accept it, it will not come to us. Number one thing that I keep mentioning is, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're starting something, if you are challenging in the environment, the first thing is you have to keep your peaceful mind, focus on the opportunities. Whatever you focus will get bigger. So focus on the opportunities, try to improve your product and services and offering. Try to find new customer base, where they are, what they want, what are their expectations, what is the missing link, are we the right person to get into the things? If you keep on improving these missing gaps, the customers will come back to you, and this time they will come in big number, because it totally depends if you are ready to serve the new set of product and services. That is number one. Number two, now where are your customers now? If you have to have a very successful business, you need to find customers. The customer expectation has changed. They want value-added product, innovative product at the cost-effective prices, and nothing wrong in it. They are customers, they can demand. If you are a customer, you will also demand the best product at the lowest prices. But if you're an entrepreneur, the only question you have to keep on asking is how we can get the best from this situation. This simple aspect will help us to improve the quality of life, because we are here existing because our customers are here. If our customers are not here, if our product and services are not here, this is not going to happen. I like to especially thank the Extra Value Card, the people known to provide exceptionally well services, the product and services, especially in the changing environment. I was very thrilled, and I was saying, wow, that is the services that we have to accept. Because when the changing environment happens, it is a good strategy to immediately interact with the customers base, find out what are their expectations, what is that one thing, two thing, three things that they're looking in their own businesses, and how we can help the businesses to do it. So thank you very much for the value card, that because of them, this particular thing is getting organized. That is very important aspect. If we start to keep on improving our offering, we are here for big things. Now, please understand, this is not just once off. This is some of the things that we keep on doing. Why BlackBerry failed? Why Kodak failed? Why Nokia is no longer there? They're doing exceptionally well. When the market expectations were changing, when the customer behavior was taking a shift, these businesses, they are busy focusing on fulfilling the requirement of their existing customer. We need to play a multi-level role and try to find out what other customers are talking, where they are moving, what is the hidden trend. If we fail to board onto the bus of change, We are here not for a very long period of time. We have reached a point because of serving one product, one services for one particular product and services to the client. We have to still ask that question: are my product relevant? Are they adding any value to my life? Are they adding value to the life of the customers? And can I make it like a value added proposition? I especially like to mention what the good to great person has said. And this is very, very phenomenal. That Jim Collins said, if you want to do exceptionally well in your life, especially in the business, first of all, find out what is that one thing you're passionate about something. If you're passionate about something, try to improve your talent and skills in doing it. And third thing, find a way to make that whole thing profitable. If this is some of the things that you can start to do, we are here for big things. We need to come out and start to give this product and services to the people that can help us in the long run. So find out what is that your sweet spot. Microsoft, for example, were very late in terms of the launching of the mobile phones. They were very late in launching of the operating system for the mobile. By the time they started, the market was already captured and very well settled. They could not do much. So even if you're a big player, keep your fingers on the nerves of the changes that are happening. If this is not something that is coming to you in very natural course of time, the chances are there at one time you may not have enough what is required to bring the best out of your people. Number three, and I would say this is the type how you can do it. The way the people have adopted technology to deal with the customers, to sell their product and services, to maintain the social distancing is coming big time. That has shown the whole world that we are here with a very important message. And the message is we have to keep on adding value to the products, to the services. So my suggestion for you is try to use technology, leverage technology so that you start to use your product and services. And this could be one of the way you can reduce the price. See if some of your products can be offered online to reduce the cost, to reduce the overheads, to reduce the manual handling in between. I don't know what product or services you are offering. I don't know what's your market. I don't know the profit margin that you carry on. But this is the time you need to work and focus on economy of scale, where you keep on offering bigger and better things at cost-effective prices. And this is the simplest thing what you can do. Look around and find your best competitors who are well settled and find out what are the things that they are doing that you are not doing currently, and see, is this something that you can naturally progress? If you keep on improving the natural progression, the chances are there you start to come up with a very strong competitor's proposition. The, the customer will have an option. Now you can start to position yourself as a competitor, may not be in terms of the price, but at least in terms of quality. When customer has got an option, they start trying your product and services, something phenomenal will happen. They start to try it and they start to product and they start to promote this as a word of mouth, and other people and services, they start to incorporate this. So let's summarize this point here. If you want to be sustained in the current industry, in the current market situation, the number one thing that you need to learn and make sure your product and services are in front of the right people is use of the technology, the social media platforms, the technology, the distancing, and your ability to deal in a global environment. Because now you are no longer competing with someone in your own suburb or in your own city or in your own district. Your competition is now global. The product and services that the customer is demanding is available everywhere. You need to have some differentiation in terms of price, in terms of quality, in terms of both. And that is something that we will do it. Sometimes I'm surprised why people are so tensed and so disturbed because of the change in environment, because of corona or changing market expectation. If you are agile, if you can do this nicely, the chances are there that you are entering a zone with very less competitors. You will have much bigger and broader market to capture. You will get a luxury of first movers advantage, and you will also come to a point when you start adding value to the life of other people. It's giving you one more opportunity. Suddenly the previous paradigm has changed, and if you are not doing exceptionally well before, This is the time you can come up and start to add value because the battlefield is clear. One, the new players are being entered. The customer expectation all-time high. And if you can understand, and if you can deliver, if you can develop, and if you can transform some of the businesses, I think I need to talk to you. So this is not the time to get scared or go to the core really dealing with you. What one thing, two things, three things, extra thing that you are trying to incorporate. If we can understand this, the chances are there you will have a very strong value proposition, right? This is exactly what the Amazons of the world are doing. This is what the technology is doing. This is what the Apples of the world are doing. I like to come back to the concept of mindset. See, mindset is something that keeps you motivated. In this time of change, things will go wrong. 9 times out of 10, things will go as per your expectation, as per your plan. But you need to develop that level of resilience and a strong focus that can keep you moving in one particular direction. So this is the time where you have to absorb the technology, learn the technology, understand the mindset of the customer, and keep on adding value to the product and services. This is the time where you have to keep on gradually improving the quality of your offering. If you are successful in doing it, the chances are really, really good that you are creating your own niche, which was not possible 3 months ago. And please understand the world that we are seeing around, the people that we are interacting, the concept that we are dealing, they were not existing. So if you were not there before, if you are not so active before, this is the right time. This is the right time. You have to transform to the business considering where your customers are. Are you having the right product and services? Or they can be served in a very scalable manner? Obviously, in a very cost-effective, innovative mindset. If you can do this, you will have plethora of opportunity that is waiting for you. So much that can be achieved, so much that we can understand. Even if you are mid to become size, you need to understand how we can relate with the customer expectation. Keep yourself close to the customer and try to find out what is that one thing, two things, or three things the customers are doing to themselves, and why my one particular product or services is not really getting into tensed. So let me take a chance just to see if there is some questions here that we can answer. Okay, so things are going very fine. Now, let me keep our focus on two very important things before we go. Because this is not a one-time opportunity. This is the time we have to understand the knowledge that we are facing, the concepts that we are working on, they are really, really nice. They are going to create a big change in our personal life and professional life. This is the time to have patience. This is the time to work a bit more harder and stronger. When people are cutting jobs with the employers are not really knowing what they have to do, there is a limit to what they can bear the cost. So this is the time to roll up the sleeves, go for the value addition, try to see what are different things that we can work into the marketplace. This is time to take that extra mile. This is the time where we have to put extra effort to break the barriers of mediocrity. Keep your hands on new things, try different things, see what is working, what is not. And the agility with which you have to work has to be exceptionally well. If you keep on improving, the chances are there that you keep on improving the quality of life that you want to live always. I know entrepreneurship is no longer just like a very fun job, wearing the tie, speaking English. You need to be very, very resourceful. You need to be very, very smart and quick to understand what is happening in the market and keep on improving the work that you have always done. You keep on sticking the things. If you are working, that's okay. But if you are into the entrepreneurship environment, it is very important to develop your niche, your focus, your expertise in one particular area. With this thing, this is how we can improve. And these are the things. Is it the time to start new product service investment? Fantastic. Yes. See, this is the time people are looking for a change. And two things has to be very clear, Satish. Are you adding the value to the life of the customer at cost effective prices? If you can do this, you become ruthless, you become strong with your marketing, make sure you're reaching more and more people. And this is how you start to gain more and more product and services. That is what we can do. or be cash conserve strategy for good time to come? Yes, this is the question we keep on asking every time. Shall I preserve my money for the future? Guys, if you're an entrepreneur, you should focus at some stage to make money rather than saving the savings. I repeat, if you're an entrepreneur, at some stage you have to ask this question: how I can generate more money rather than saving the savings. Because when people are scared, you become fearless. When people are doubtful, you become clear, filled with intelligence. When people don't know what to do, be the decision maker. If you keep on doing the things, people will look up to you as the person who leads the industry, who are the market expert. You dominate your industry, and people will come to your advice. If you open Google and type motivational speakers in Pune, only first 2, 3, or 4 people are being clicked. Why? Because they're at the top. When GE new CEO Jack Welch came in 1980s, he came up with only one message. Now GE will stop funding the businesses if they're not in the top 3 numbers in their particular industry. So I give you 6 months of time to come up to that level. Otherwise, I will stop the funding and that business will be closed. Clear message. GE was having business participation in hell lot of industry. And Jack Welch was very clear: if you're not in top 3 in your particular industry, I will stop the funding. And here are your 6 months, try to revive it. And you know what? People from different things and come, they start to do the fantastic. And because of that, till date, GE is also leading in so many sectors and industry. My message is clear. Be expert in doing what you want to do. Develop your core competence. Be a little fearful. No, be more fearless. Start to understand the things. Try to navigate the things. Listen to the customer more carefully. What they are asking. Are you the right person to serve it? What all expectations gap you have? Do you have that product and services? Can you develop that product and services? If you can come up with this, no corona, nothing will help you. You will come up with very strong value to the customers, and they are ready to pay to the premium prices. All right. So look, I can keep on going. Are there any quick questions? Satish, I hope that answers your question. If there is any new questions or other things, I'm happy to take it. Meanwhile, I'd like to quickly introduce myself. I would have done that before. My name is Anand Munshi. I'm a motivational speaker and leadership coach. I am an executive coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a TEDx speaker. I do corporate sessions, corporate trainings. I am very active on LinkedIn and YouTube. You can go and try to find out what we can be doing in this. Be expert in your industry and be in the top 3 years. That's exactly what is expected. You are no longer dealing with normal people now. You have to be exceptionally well. You need to ask and give very important things. You should be owning the industry. Try to give value-added product at cost-effective prices. And that's what the message is. So feel free to visit my website, and the website is anandmunshi.com, and you can go here and talk, and there are so many things that you can do. If you can come to the YouTube channel, maybe if you like some of the work that you're doing, consider subscribing to it. And I see you all the very best, and I look forward to talk to you very soon. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. Thank you.